You gotta stop acting like people don't care about what you do, because they do. People judge everyone. You are no different. There is no point in telling yourself that people do not care about what you do and to stop thinking that, because that clearly hasn't gotten you anywhere. That is the biggest thing I had to tell myself. Anytime I do something remotely risky, I would be telling myself that people don't care about what I do. It's just going to be the in the moment thing. But people really do. People love to focus on other people's lives. And with that information, that is already a better start than you've been at. Because once you stop telling yourself this, you're going to be less surprised at the results. Imagine telling yourself constantly that people don't care and it's only going to be in the moment. It's only going to be for now. And no one's going to judge me. I'm just going to do this really quickly. You're just lying to yourself. You're not even doing reverse psychology, because once you see the results, you're taken aback. Now you can actually see that, damn, people actually do care about what I do. And people are super judgmental. I can't get away with anything. So once you tell yourself how it is, that's going to leave you better off, because there's no point lying to yourself. The next step is going to be doing something I know a lot of you can't even handle. Your massive egos can't fathom the effect this is going to have on your life, but you need to change the people that you hang out with. You need to really change your surroundings. And I'm going to tell you why. You may be a victim of yes men. People around you that constantly say yes. They don't challenge you. They don't tell you when you're wrong in private. And they are always on your side. These are the worst people to have in your life, because one, they do not get you used to criticism. A lot of the times we forget that when people judge us or people care about what we do and we are caring what others think, a lot of the things these people can say is actually valid. A lot of these things that people may say when they judge us, we can use it to also uplift us. We can use it as some sort of advice, because sometimes what they say actually makes some sense. And then other times it's just stupid and we could just throw that out the bag. That's fine. But my point is once you start surrounding yourself with people that are not going to constantly tell you yes, when you surround yourself with people that may tease you sometimes or may make a little fun, not excessively, because yes, there is truth in funny. You got to pay attention to that. But people that are not afraid to make a little fun on a mistake you made or something goofy you did, then that is a good step in the right direction, because you already have people teasing you. And yes, you guessed it, you also need to stop taking yourself so serious. This is an absolute cheat code. You don't have to be some sort of coach or some sort of guide to be giving out what I'm saying right here. You know, this is just my experience. And the day I started taking myself less seriously was the day I started to stop caring about what others thought about me. I'll tell you why. If I actively can make myself the butt of a joke, if I actively can make fun of myself, if I could tease myself, if I can understand that sometimes, yes, I am over emotional, I'm too sensitive. Yes, sometimes I am overthinking. Yes, this was stupid. Yes, I'm goofy. If I max out my self-awareness stats, do you think someone's going to be telling me something I don't know about myself? There's going to be a limit of what people tell you once your self-awareness goes up. Once you raise that XP to do with your self-awareness, because guess what? They're stating the obvious. And when someone's stating the obvious about you, that you already know, that you've already made fun of, that you've already teased, yes, I'm sure. I know this. I say this to myself every day. I joke around it with people every day. So you're telling me this is going to make me feel, yeah. I've heard it all before. This is a cheat code. A lot of you take yourself way too serious to the point it is just goofy. It's even goofier than not taking yourself that serious, because you just have this overly seriousness about yourself that when anyone has something to say about you, you have a heart attack, you have a panic attack. No, you gotta fix that. For one, change your environment up, man. Come on. Get used to people that will tease you. Get used to people that won't always agree on what you have to say. because those are the best people around, as long as they're nice too, and as long as they're not taking it too far with you and they have respect, the best people around. And make sure you are also making fun of yourself. Make fun of the person in the mirror sometimes. Don't build no insecurities, but don't be afraid to make a little fun of yourself. You know, you see me do it all the time. Do I hate myself? Maybe. But I'm telling you, it's definitely working. When I tell you repetition is the aim of the game, I'm not lying. A lot of the times when you will ask someone how to be confident, you ask them online, you search it up on YouTube or wherever you're watching a video, you'll see someone tell you this, this, and that. Boom, it's done. And then you're just expected to use that information and apply it, and it's going to be easier. You know, all self-help videos are easier said than done. All right, everyone knows this. However, what people don't touch on is repetition is so key. There's nothing that you can do today to stop caring what others think about you. There's nothing you can do tomorrow to stop caring about what others think about you. So on and so forth. This is actually going to take a while. This is going to take some commitment. It's going to take a lot of times you putting yourself in uncomfortable positions, you putting yourself out there for once, because you cannot be enclosed in your own space, engrossed in your self-isolation for that to just randomly happen. You're going to be out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to put yourself out there. And the more you do that, the more you work towards it, you'll start to care less about what other people think. It goes less, 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 then it's done. However, there's going to be certain things that you'll care about more. There's going to be certain things you put a lot more time into, and based on feedback, that will hit deep. There's going to be other things that will not get through that armor at all. But it's all about your perspective. It's also all about context too, because there are things that I would care about more that people would judge me on. Of course, everyone would. All these people trying to give you this advice, they're the exact same too. However, for a lot, if not most things, I could care less. I honestly could. And that's because of repetition. And that's because of some of my own character law, all right? Because we all got law, we all got our reasons. But from putting myself out there constantly, I mean, from even posting videos like this, there has to be some sort of, I don't really care what people think about me. There has to be. Because I'm consistently posting, I'm consistently getting myself out there, I'm consistently giving people chances to say something about me, to judge me, comments, messages, etc. And I'm still here. So how much do I really care? At the end of the day, this isn't some quick fix, some 1-minute tutorial on how you can actually accomplish this. My friend, this is going to take weeks. This is going to not even take weeks. It's going to take months. This is something you have to really stick at, stay consistent, and repeat. Because once you're able to stop caring about what others think about you, then you become limitless. It's such a limit to your power, to your being, when you care so much, because then you're not going forward to certain things because you're worried, oh my God, what are they going to say about what I do here? What are they going to say when I do this? Once you learn to erase that out of your mind by repeatedly putting yourself in awkward positions when you know people are going to judge you, when you know guaranteed those people are going to judge you, that's when you get better. Not only do you get used to the beatings, you also block out the noise. At the end of the day, you are a very beautiful person, but you are also someone that cares what others think. And that is not something that's weird. That is something extremely common. And that is something that is not permanent. That is something that if worked at efficiently, you can numb and ultimately get rid of. But I'll tell you what other people are afraid to tell you. You're going to have to get yourself hurt. You're going to have to get those feelings hurt. You're going to have to get devastated. You're going to have to feel a little weak in order for you to see progress. Because the more and more you put yourself in these type of positions, the more you get used to it. The more and more and more you put yourself amongst people that are not afraid to tease you and make a little fun of you, is the more you get used to it. The more and more and more you get used to making yourself the butt of some jokes, you don't take yourself too seriously, is the more you get used to it. And the more and more and more you realize that this isn't something that will just happen overnight, is when you'll get used to it.